So I have the Looper X, and I'm using quite a bit back here. I'm having 3 inputs. This is going to be aux 1, aux 2, and a bass. I'll show you that in a minute with my mixer. This will be my extra headphones out, or the headphone out going into a tuner, and that's always at a half step down just in case I need something quickly. And then of course here are the outputs that I use to remix what's happening here on another mixer. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are going directly up to my CQ 18T. I have 2 guitars, and I want to be able to swap my guitars without having to go through a lot of changing and whatnot. And then I also have my bass guitar, and that was my 3rd input. So on both of my guitars, I have I have the LA 610 Mark II preamp that I love on acoustic guitars, and so I threw it in the rack, and I'm trying to run both guitars through it one by one without having to change a bunch of different things as far as levels and volumes and whatnot. So I'm using the aux 3 on the board. So basically my steel string or my classical is going to go out aux 3, comes into the input of the compressor and the preamp. I have it pretty much set to where I like it on both of them. Then that comes back out of the preamp into my channel 2. And so I basically have this set up like it's a vocal and guitar, or I can mute this and keep this down and send this over to my aux 1. My aux 1 is going to be my input 1. And then I also have changing over to microphone. This is going to be my instrument mic, and that goes out aux 2. And that's going to be this mic, and it's the Rode NT3. I like the Rode NT3 because it has a large diaphragm and larger diaphragm, and then it has an on and off, old on and off switch. And I also have it set up to where I can mix pretty much from those 4 tracks to these 4 channels. So it's my kick, tempo, bass, and extra. Same thing. Kick, tempo, bass, and extra. And that's just the way my head works. So that's why I picked that. I can mute and unmute my guitars. So whichever one I'm not using, here's my stomp box. It's an old acoustic cue. I can turn them on and off. So turn that guitar off, turn that guitar off. Set up all my effects to be muted all at once on this button. Both guitars are coming in right here. And this is my instrument mic, comes in. I'm also going to put another kick mic because I'm debating on whether that's going to be a electric kick or if that's going to be a mic kick for like a kick drum mic. So out of the looper, you can see that I'm using 4 outs, which will come back in, which is those guys right there. Can't really see it with that red thing there. Okay, yeah, those 4 back here, because I'm feeding these 2 one by one through my compressor, fed back in aux out 1, which is my A, and then B. B is the instrument mic, and anything else I'm putting right there. So I think that covers the majority of it. Using a small little snake, nothing special. I use the balance in and out, A, B. I use my vocal mic. I pretty much have everything tapped on that one, so I might have to go an 8x4. Hopefully I can do that. I don't even know if they sell 8x4s. It's been so long since I played, like years and years and years. I used to do it, quote unquote, kind of full time. Well, that's pretty much all I was doing to make money in my early 20s, mid 20s, playing at the local clubs, bars, and the bug just kind of bit me again. So I decided to do it again. Just been hanging out with a friend of mine, hadn't played in years, and so that got me thinking and going on this kind of stuff. And I was originally a bass player and vocalist. It's probably my strongest musical traits that I have is bass and vocal. But yeah, I've always liked singer-songwriter. Always liked hand percussion. And I thought, why not? I'm at a stage in my life where I can get the equipment that I do want. I'm going to get an art vocal channel preamp for my vocal and then put a distressor on it to kind of, color it up. And why? Because I heard it in a recording studio that I had, did a EP on, and once the guy explained to me and showed me what it did for the vocals, that's the sound that I've been hearing all these years. I've been trying to figure it out. So, gonna have fun with it. Probably gonna have a rack full of ridiculously necessary equipment, but I don't care. I'm enjoying myself, and I wanted to make this video to see if I could help someone with their Sheeran Looper. That's what got me started. This looper is pretty intimidating, especially for someone who's never looped before. And I'm making myself learn something new. At age 48, trying it again. Not over, but just trying it again, having fun with it. So, anyway, talk to you later.